Hello everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. It's a cucumber salad kind of day. I love the late spring cucumbers are so good and yummy, and I just absolutely personally adore cucumbers with just a little vinegar and salt and pepper. Sometimes I also love to add our all-purpose dill seasoning. This has some garlic and a few other things in it, and it's just fantastic. Sprinkled in with the vinegar, and it makes a wonderful veggie dip. Just mix equal parts of mayo and sour cream with a squeeze of fresh garlic and some of this, good tablespoon or so or two, and let that sit. Oh, it's delicious with veggies and also on fish and in green beans. It's really, really great. One of my favorites. It's like an original seasoning that we came out with 7 years ago. Yeah. So I'm starting with, I have bought a package of little cucumbers, and I know some people eat the skins. I just am not a skin person, so I just use our veggie peeler to peel those skins off. And then of course I'm using our simple slicer to slice them up with. This is just such a huge time saver in your kitchen for so many things. And I love that it's low profile. It stores, you can store it flat, you can store it any which way, but it's super easy. So this is the food holder. We're gonna put it into action in a minute, but for now, I wanna show you that I've already sliced, I don't know, I think five cucumbers. And when I'm slicing taller things like this, I do not use the food guard. I just use my sense of safety first, because this is a very sharp blade. That's why it works well. There are 3 settings for thickness. So it locks closed, so there's no blade exposed at all. And then a very thin slice, if you're dehydrating veggies, that's what you'd want to use. The middle slice, and then the thicker slice, which is what I'm using for these cucumbers. So you can see just how quickly you can get down to about this much. Make sure you tilt it or you send them flying off the other side. This works great for carrots, for celery, zucchini, anything that's kind of longish that you want to do. So now I'm down to these little pieces. So I'm going to now take my food holder. See, there's prongs on here. I'm going to put one of these on each prong. This is a great way to slice radishes for a salad as well. And just slide that food holder onto, and then use the pusher. And whoops, voila, they're all sliced there. And then we go with the last 3. 2, 3. Whoop. And there's the last. So there's all of our cucumbers, a nice big bowl full, which I could eat single-handedly over the course of a couple days. Seriously, I am not lying. Now I'm gonna take a nice red onion. You can use any kind you like. And I'm gonna set this for a thinner slicing. Sorry. Pampered chef, not perfect chef. Just remember that, always. And then we're gonna slice that onion in. Just pushing on the top to get the last little bits out of there. Now I've got my onion. So first thing is some nice pink Himalayan sea salt from our salt and pepper grinders. These are adjustable at the base from coarse to fine, so however you like it. And I need to fill that up again. I use a 5 peppercorn blend that just adds great flavor. And I like my pepper just a little coarser because it gives a good flavor. And then good 2 teaspoons of our all-purpose dill seasoning. These are adjustable measuring spoons. It goes from 1 teaspoon to 3 teaspoons. Sorry, 2 teaspoons with everything in between. And the next smaller size is 1 teaspoon to 1/8 of a teaspoon. So those are great to have as well. By the way, they do come apart for easy cleaning. So if you're measuring things like mayo or mustard or something sticky, it works great for that. And then I use seasoned rice vinegar. You can use apple cider vinegar, white vinegar, any kind of flavored vinegar is good with cucumbers because they're kind of flavor neutral. So they'll kind of run with any kind of flavors you use. If you wanted to turn this into an Asian cucumber salad, you could add some sesame oil and some of our Asian seasoning instead of the dill seasoning, and you'd have a nice Asian flavored cucumber salad. But I probably use, I don't know, this is a by feel thing. I don't completely bury them in vinegar, but I want to add a good little bit there. And I use my slotted spoon to just stir that up and break the onions apart. And my last ingredient, and this is purely based on personal preference. If you just love the tang of vinegar and don't want that tempered at all, then you're good to go right here. Some people like to add a little olive oil at this stage. I just don't. I don't feel like I need to add the calories. It's so delicious just like this. And because you've added salt, over the next hour or so, these cucumbers are going to release a ton of liquid. Salt causes that to happen. That's why, like, if you do fried zucchini or something, you should salt the slices first and pat the moisture out with paper towels, because they won't get so soggy. They'll be much crispier if you get the moisture out of those kind of things first. So the next thing I'm going to add is some Swerve sweetener. Swerve is just a sweetener that's not artificial, but it tastes great. And you can buy it in a lot of grocery stores, and maybe even Walmart now carries Swerve. They make it in brown sugar and powdered sugar as well. And I just realized I forgot to get it out, so just trust me when I say I'm going to put in it comes in little packets for your coffee. If you were doing that, that's like about 3 packets in here would be great. Just whatever to taste, to make it taste more like that traditional cooked dressing that you might put on a salad, like a slaw dressing. But anyway, doesn't that just look delicious? I can't wait. I'm having some warm, reheated. I smoke pork shoulders now and then. Actually, it's a pork butt, but that's actually a pork shoulder. And of course, that's way too much food for 2 people. So I take the pulled pork and put it in quart-sized freezer bags. And then when I can pull it out, when it's a day like this that I didn't really plan ahead, I can heat the from frozen state pulled pork in my microwave rice cooker plus, and it keeps it nice and moist and good. I've got some French fries in my air fryer and some cucumber salad, and doesn't that sound like a restaurant-worthy meal, right? Bon appetit.